You're listening to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. One of the stories I was able to cover was a story about a middle school teacher who, after several conversations with his students, created a comic book and made history when he began selling it online.
A unique set of superheroes battling it out in this new comic book. The storyline centering around the struggles and scenarios of this life and overcoming them with the whole armor of God.
A young man somewhere is growing up somewhere, and that's what the concept of the book is about. Anybody can relate to these characters because these characters deals with issues that people deal with every day: lying, cheating, stealing, doubt, the struggle of vanity. All of those things are dealt with inside the comic book. So I said the first issue should deal with lies, and so I titled it "The Truth About Lies."
Chivas Davis of Miami is the brainchild behind these animated masterpieces, the idea coming to him while he was teaching at a middle school.
I was a substitute teacher, and I was at a middle school. I always poll students, do they read the Bible? Do they go to church? Anything like that. And this particular situation, it was about 1 to 5% kids throughout the day, throughout different classes, who had never read the Bible, who had never been to church, had no concept of God or Jesus Christ. And so I said, this is not good for our future. The whole armor of God is from the book of the Bible, Ephesians, and it talks about being able to put on the breastplate of righteousness, which is going to help you be protected, protect your heart of doing the right thing. The belt of truth is going to help you be able to be a truthful person, not be a liar, not be a person that stand up. It also helps us put on the shoes, which are the preparation of the gospel of peace. It gives us peace, and it helps us spread the word or the gospel unto a world or undying generation. It also gives us the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, so we can be able to fight back anything that comes our way. And then the shield of faith, it protects us from anything that people will throw at us. The faith will allow us to overcome our doubt, overcome things that we may not be able to think we can do, but that shield of faith will help us have the faith that we can do it. And then the last piece is the helmet of salvation, which saves us from being a negative or evil person.
The superheroes in the Whole Armor comic book reflect its readers. In each new series, the nationality of the hero changes, so far representing African Americans, Asians, Hispanics, and Haitian champions, with more to come.
I wanted to develop the characters to be real stories in real places: Miami, Florida, Hialeah, Broward County. I wanted the characters to really exist in the world that I exist in, because I wanted to reach out to the people in my community. Being an artist, I said, maybe I can make an impact. Being a minister of people, maybe I can impact with my gift as an artist in a positive way. So I decided to start writing The Whole Armor of God as a comic book.
Davis also highlights a heroine in one of his issues.
The main character deals with the issue of being conceited, of being self-absorbed. She has to deal with those issues when she runs into a situation where she's not pretty anymore, and she has to deal with herself and her inside and her inner demons as a real person. She blames everyone else for the most part, but then she realized she has to deal within in order to overcome her issue with vanity.
Davis already receiving national and local notoriety, becoming the first Black Christian comic book to sell on iTunes, Apple Music, and Spotify. He was also asked to paint this mural in front of the Miami Gardens City Hall. The comic book really feels more like a magazine, even has ads inside. The quality and texture, top notch. No surprise, since Davis is a graduate of the Savannah College of Art and Design and holds a degree of fine arts in computer art and animation. Davis is also an entrepreneur and owner of Paint with Faith, where he holds motivational painting classes for all ages, from kids to seniors, and he holds them virtually or in person where possible.
Family is definitely proud of me. My mom and my dad, they always talk about it, and I thank them because they gave me the opportunity to be an artist, where a lot of parents don't give kids the opportunity to be an artist. They say you're not going to make money with art, you won't be able to be successful as an artist. My parents fed my gift, even sent me to art school, supported me through art school, put me in art programs as a youth, and I excelled all of it because I had their support.
Davis's three sons have learned a few valuable lessons of their own.
Cheating is never the right way to go with life, and it can harm you a lot. And another one is stealing. Stealing can mess you up physically and mentally because it puts your brain through a cycle of, oh, I gotta steal every day to help my family. But if you just ask for help, it can like bring more life to your life.
To me, like, it's very inspirational that when I like look at one book to another, it kind of gives me more ideas to make my own book. Sometimes most people have bad things, bad times, and dealing with bad situations, and sometimes they have problems, and the problem is basically the demon. So you have to have the situation to fix that problem.
To get their responses to that means that I am making an impact first at home and then on to the world. So it's encouraging to me to see how I'm making an impact in my own family and that they're inspired by the things that I'm doing so they can too be an inspiration to others.
Joining us now is Chivas Davis. Hello, Chivas.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. So glad to have you. Good to see you.
Good to be here. Good to be seen. And thanks for having me.
Chivas, tell us about the Whole Armor comic book and who would you say you've been reaching since launching it on Apple Music and Spotify?
Well, a little bit about the comic book. As you said, we are a company that basically created a comic book to engage young people, but now it's beyond that. We're engaging younger and older people as well. But it's talking about proclivities of humans and what we deal with, our sins, our struggles, our weaknesses, things that are flaws that challenge us on a day-to-day basis. And what we want to be able to do through the comic book is show that we have these things. We all have something that we're struggling with, but we have to be able to fight through that struggle to be successful at whatever we want to be in life. And so, the comic book is about that: lying, cheating, stealing. These are things that happen, not inherently evil, but if we let them consume us, then they will become inherently evil and overwhelm us. And we just want everyone to keep fighting the fight to beat those things that may be a vice or something that's holding us down in life. And so with that said, we're looking to reach young people as well as older people, because the thing is that we don't lose those vices or those things as we get older. They actually manifest and grow bigger. So we want to be able to keep fighting the fight to be the best person we can be.
Have people been able to use these comic books to, kind of open that conversation with the young people in their lives, or even, I know it's easy to say, okay, this is for, in a youth ministry, but what about just your own kids?
Yes, definitely. I have 4 boys. And so these conversations definitely open up. We talk about lying and how it can overwhelm us. And not only that, but sometimes you got to try to keep up with the lie. And you can't keep up with the lie because you code so much into it. And you end up telling one lie to cover another lie. And then eventually it will come out. The truth will always come out. And so we had situations like that within our family. And I had to talk to my boys about, lying. We definitely don't want to be a cheater. Lying, cheating, and stealing is the first 3 series books of the series. And, all those things can become overwhelming and affect our lives on a day-to-day basis. And so we definitely want individuals to know that they can, even though they messed up, they can come out of that thing messed up and be able to be successful, even though they messed up that one time. And we don't want people to get stuck in the fact that they mess up that one time. There is no redemption for that.
All right. Tell us about the new way people can see the comic book and the benefits.
Well, there's a lot of new ways that we're developing for the comic book. Number one, we're working on issue 7 now. We're at 6 issues. We're working on issue 7 now. That'll be released early 2022. And now you can actually listen to the actual comic book through audio streams on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. You can also listen to it on YouTube. And what we did is we didn't just give you a regular audiobook with one person talking. We have voice actors with various voices of each character being animated. And the animated, it's almost like listening to a movie. We have the cars driving, we have lightning striking, we have fire burning, we have explosions. All of that is infused into the audiobook because we want it to be completely animated. Now, I don't know if you know, but my degree is in computer art and animation. So I want it to be very, very live. And so our goal is to take it from the audio to the actual book, and then also into the means of animation to be in video production and things of that nature. So that's what we're working on now, so that we can have a full round of the whole Armor, basically universe, just like Marvel has their own universe.
You know, it kind of sounds like the old days before television, when you had to hear the story on the radio, speaking of the radio, and, you know, with all the sound and, you know, the voices, you know, you look, sounds like you're really going old school.
Yeah, I guess I am, but I enjoy those books and listening to those things as well. So that's probably what, you know, art imitates life, and sometimes we got to go to retro in order to go forward.
Yeah. Now you also have a company called Paint with Faith. How do you tie the two together?
Well, both of them are my personal passion and purpose. I feel, and I believe everyone has a passion and a purpose. Sometimes we struggle with finding it, but I was blessed and gifted to be able to find mine at an early age. So I use my gift of art to motivate and encourage people in both things. And the whole Armor, I want people to know that they can be redeemed and be better. And with Paint with Faith, I also believe the same thing. Paint with Faith is a motivational painting company where we believe that if you can create a masterpiece with us, when you create a masterpiece with us, you'll be able to achieve any goal, dream, or desire in your life with just three things: motivation, guidance, and faith in yourself. The motivation we're going to give you in the class, the guidance we're going to give you in the class, but the faith is on you. And so when you do that, you can be able to be the business owner you want to be, the writer you want to be, the actor, you know, whatever you want to achieve, we believe that you can achieve it. And so the painting class, Paint with Faith, is a object lesson in doing that. Your life is blank. Our motto is your life is a canvas painted with faith. You start off with a blank canvas, just like you do with life, and you got to paint in what you want your life to be. And so that's what Paint with Faith is. And we go from West Palm Beach to Homestead, and now we're going to be opening up in different countries. We do virtually anywhere. We've done it with Nigeria. We've done it with the Caribbean. We've done it all over the country virtually. And so Paint with Faith is on the move to be able to encourage and motivate people through art. And our vision is to paint the world with faith.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because that was my next question. Because I was like, well, can they do it virtually?
Yes.
You know, because I know you do it in the park sometimes. You know, you do it with adults, you do it with seniors, you do it with kids. So, you know, it'd be great, you know, if you could do it virtual. So you're already on it, you know, as usual. So, you know what? So Chivas, how can people reach you?
They can reach me for the comic book at wholearmorcomicbook.com. Just go to that website. You can buy any of the issues there. You can listen to samples of the audiobook there. And you can also see what else is coming up with Whole Armor. Also, you can find us at paintwithfaith.com. And you can also book a class there. You can find the paintings that we've done. You can see my personal artwork as well on that page. It's a very interactive and immense website. So I have people, you know, go ahead and look through the gallery, leave us a note, leave us a message. And you can find more about us at thewholearmorcomicbook.com or paintwithfaith.com.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Chivas.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Have a great day.
All right.